bathroom on the second floor at my high school always gave me the creeps. The grimy tiles, flickering lights, and perpetual dampness made it feel more like a prison cell than a place for students. By senior year, I avoided it altogether until the day Lucy disappeared. She was last seen before 5th period, telling her friends she was running up to the bathroom real quick. When she didn't return, everyone assumed she had skipped out early as usual, but when I spotted her purse still tucked in her locker after school, I got worried. That night, I dreamed of Lucy trapped and crying in a dark, windowless room. I saw in chilling detail the fear in her eyes, the bloody scratches on her palms as she beat the wall, screaming for help, but she couldn't get out. Shadowy arms dragged her back into the darkness as she begged me to save her. I woke drenched in sweat, Lucy's screams echoing in my mind, unable to shake the feeling that something terrible had happened to her in that upstairs bathroom. As the next day went by with no sign of Lucy, I knew I had to face my fears and investigate that nightmare place myself. That afternoon, I went up to the second floor alone after classes cleared out. A forecasted snowstorm had cut the day short, leaving the building eerily quiet with each step down that dingy tiled hallway. My dread amplified, but if there was any chance Lucy was trapped inside, I had to find her. I hesitated at the bathroom door as if something evil waited on the other side. Finally, I steeled myself and went in. The broken fluorescent lights buzzed and flickered erratically, casting dancing shadows across the walls. I swept aside debris from the leaky ceiling tiles as I made my way to the stalls and called out Lucy's name. No answer came. The only sound was the constant drip, drip, dripping of a leaky faucet somewhere. I checked each stall, but nothing seemed amiss. Then I spotted it. The last stall in the end had an out-of-order sign and was chained shut. I peered through the crack between the stall door and frame and detected a foul odor wafting from within. I shook the chains on the door, but they barely budged. That's when I heard a faint whimpering coming from the other side. My blood turned to ice. "Lucy," I whispered, "are you in there?" A scraping, clawing sound came in response, like an animal trapped and trying to escape. This was no trick or prank. Someone or something evil had locked Lucy away in there. I had to get her out. Adrenaline coursing through me, I braced my foot against the side of the stall and pulled with all my strength until the chains snapped. The door crashed open to reveal absolute darkness within. The whole back wall was gone, just a yawning void where tile and plumbing should be. I reached my trembling hand inside and touched something solid and furry huddled amid debris on the floor. As I recoiled in horror, the figure shifted and let out an agonized wail. "Lucy," I cried at the sound of my voice. She crawled slowly from the shadows. She was emaciated, hair matted, and eyes crazed. Bloody scratches covered her arms and legs. She collapsed into my arms, crying as I carried her from that nightmarish stall. "I won't let it take you again," I promised. But as we reached the bathroom entrance, the door suddenly slammed shut before us. The lights cut out, casting us into absolute darkness. Then came an unearthly growl from the blackness as icy fingers wrapped around my shoulders, trying to pull me back. I fought against Lucy's attacker, kicking and punching blindly. She screamed behind me as I felt razor claws grasp for my face. With adrenaline-fueled strength, I flung open the door and dragged Lucy along with me to safety. Whatever evil dwelled inside didn't pursue us as we escaped that forgotten corner of the school. But as I glanced back, more chains slithered around the door handles, locking it inside once more. We didn't tell the police or staff what had happened. I just got Lucy home safely, where she could heal. When school reopened after the storm, that bathroom was walled up with cement bricks, closed for good. But though they tried not to speak of that day, everyone at school knew the truth. A monster lurked behind those stalls that wanted out. Eventually, Lucy recovered and returned to classes. We made sure never to leave each other alone again. Even now, years later, we still watch one another's backs because we know true darkness hides in the forgotten corners of the world, waiting to be set free.